This month I've been producing an Afro drill, chopped and screwed, sped up remix to Shook Ones by Mobb Deep.
To all the killers and the $100 billers, I got you stuck off the realness.
Usually, as I'm working on a song, I'll really think about what it means to me, where I would want to hear it, who I want to play it for. This song, in its DNA, really points to different aspects of New York City. In between studio sessions and gigs, I've been filming the places I travel to on a regular basis, as I've been reflecting on what the holistic experience of living in New York really is. I love my city, but like James Baldwin pointed out, to truly love something requires you to critique it. I always hear people refer to New York City as the greatest city in the world. And I get it. Times Square is sexy to outsiders. The food, probably unmatched. We've got Broadway, some of the most fancy, bougie clubs and establishments that you'll never really find me in unless I'm working. There's a lot to strive for. And the highest heights of success are right in front of you all the time. And then there's the other side of this reality. The side that I feel gets glossed over, but is the reality we're confronted with every day. Trash on the sidewalks and in the streets, rats in the subways and on the sidewalks, mental illness, a homeless population that most of us are too overwhelmed by to give our attention and energy to. And I'm no better. I don't know the actual statistics, but I assume the majority of people here are probably living check to check. Most of us are just trying to survive during the week and make incremental steps towards whatever dreams or goals we're holding on to, if we're even that fortunate. And when we're in safe spaces, we're able to find our pockets of time for fun, for love, for community. Living in such a densely populated city, you're just exposed to so much, for better and for worse. It can often feel really tense. It desensitizes you. It hardens you. But you do learn a lot about tolerance and making space for others who are unlike you. The diversity is probably our greatest strength. The amount of different cultures that live in close proximity, the different sounds that you hear in the music scene, or just walking from neighborhood to neighborhood. If New York were a song in itself, I think it would sound like every genre of music ever created being played at exactly the same time. Perhaps the most beautiful thing is the unspoken thing that connects us all. That we're surviving this insane experience together. That we're all subjected to the same spaces, experiencing the same amount of overstimulation and sometimes trauma and volatility on a daily basis, but still finding ways to be resilient and find our moments of happiness and sometimes peace within it all. To me, when I think of New York hip hop, from the 70s until now, there's a consistent thread throughout. The varying degrees of chaos that existed through the decades, the feeling of the music reflects that. From boom bap to Brooklyn drill. As I make this song, there's that same tension here that I'm tapping into. It's why Mobb Deep and 50 were so huge here in the 90s and 2000s. Why Pop Smoke was so beloved in present day. They captured the energy of the city. Working through this song, the percussion reminds me of the diversity. The glitchiness reminds me of the unpredictability. Mobb Deep's vocals and lyrics tap into the tension and the wealth inequality. The two bass patterns are sort of an A and a B section, which makes me think of the duality. Overall, the song is aggressive, which is a familiar feeling just living here. I'm not trying to say that this song is the next New York anthem or anything. That's not up to me. I guess I'm just saying that this month I've been working on this song, and these are the feelings that have come up for me while making it. After it all, the feeling that I'm really left with at the end of the day is I love my city.
What's up, my guy? You doing YouTube?
Fuck off the realness. Official Queensbridge murderers. Weapon warfare, beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who wanna profile the boats. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. Take these words home and think it through, or the next rhyme I write might be about you. Son, it's true. Ain't no such thing, halfway cross. Ain't no such thing, such things. This ain't no such thing, halfway cross. Let's get to it.